One. Hello. We're gonna try this out. I've not gone live before on Break the Chains Media, but here we are in my backyard doing a little gardening, a little yard work before the snow comes in about 2 days. Or today's Monday, tomorrow, so like tomorrow night it's supposed to get really cold, really bad. Um, but if you can take a look here, I have this is all my plans for the raised garden in the backyard that I want to get done. And obviously, it didn't happen this season, but it will happen next season, and I will be putting all that information in the videos, in the streams as progress continues in the spring. But today, in this live stream, we will be doing a little bit of potting, repotting some of these pepper plants I have. I don't know if you can see them there. It's kind of hard because it's like I'm filming on my camera on my phone, but anyways, so if you can see here, what I'm doing with this guy is I'm taking it took it out of the pot that it grew in all season, and it's got a really good root system, really good roots. And what we want to do with this is we want to definitely clear off all the as like probably 70% of the mud and dirt that's in here. Clear all this off, scruff it all up, and what remains will be about 30% of the root system. And then what you do is you take that and you put it and you pot them in smaller little pots. So this guy here was essentially the same size as the other pot, or as the other plant, but it's in a really tiny pot now. Because what's going to happen is, if you can't tell, I cut off all of these. This plant was probably like a good twice the height, if not more, than where it is now. I cut off a lot of it. So that's what I did with all these plants here. So I cut all these down, basically left a little bit of the leaves and stuff on it. So if you take a look over here, see here, you've got these guys. So these plants here are what was grown all excuse me, all season. So this one's pretty big. So what we're going to do with this one is we're eventually going to cut this guy down probably to about here, maybe even more, because you got all this young growth here. We'll keep some of these younger branches, but we get rid of most of the plant for winter. So that way you can bring them inside, bring them indoors in a smaller pot, let them what they do is they don't go dormant, but they basically go in like a recovery phase. And what happens is they will kind of re-establish themselves, get some new root growth, get some new leaf growth, and kind of just get themselves ready for the spring next year. Some of these are kind of trash. Those plants I'm just kind of getting rid of, but got a couple good guys here. This guy's still got some good peppers on it. But yeah, so these peppers that I was showing you earlier, these ones here, that one we're gonna repot that, cut these guys down. See how this one's pretty full here. We're gonna cut this one down about half its size, leave some of the younger growth on it, and then take it out of this pot and put it in a smaller pot so we can bring it inside, so we can still continue these plant growths in the winter. And I'm going to see if I can set this up somewhere so you can actually see me doing the work without me holding it, because I need kind of need two hands. And okay, let's see. Let's see here. Let's see if I can do this without it falling. I don't know how we're gonna do this. Maybe like that. How does that look? Is that good framing? That's not bad. That's not bad. We're gonna roll with that. What do we got? We got about till here. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. I don't know if you can hear me though. So yeah, we're just gonna take these. We're gonna loosen this root ball up and replant it. Oh yeah. Just very gently, because I'm trying to kind of conserve some of this soil too, so we can reuse the soil. Just kind of loosen up all that soil there, so you can expose the root system. I'm just kind of scratching it, really. All I'm really doing. All right, there we go. Not a bad root system, but let's see here. So, see that? So you kind of want it to get like this, and then what you want to do, I know it sounds crazy, but what you want to do is you want to take off just a portion of these roots really carefully. You don't want to take off too much, but just enough to kind of cause it to reestablish new root system. Just kind of agitate it, and you don't, like I said, don't want to take out too much. And if the roots are long and big and strong, you don't want to destroy everything. But so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this over to the hose, spray it off, rinse it off. I'll bring it back, and we'll take a look at it then. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Okay. I think I heard my phone vibrate for some reason. Yeah. All that media. Anyways, so you can look at that. That's a really good looking root system. They're all white. None of them are brown or off colored or orange. I think white's a really good sign that we got a really healthy root system there. And what we'll do is we'll take this, put a little dirt in a smaller pot, set it in the pot, and basically repot it. About a third of the way full on this pot. Set it in here. Make sure the roots aren't like clumped up. Kind of make sure they have a all around space in that pot. I know it's gonna get a little tighter, but it's okay. And then throw a little bit more dirt in there. Kind of pack it in there, pack it down a little bit. Here you go. there you go. Now we got a nice little smaller, I think it's a 6-inch pot. 6-inch pot with a nice Hala Fuego plant in there, ready to go for winter. Cool. And I think lastly, what I'll show you before we call this video. So this is a habanero plant. Oh, you know what? Let's do the ghost pepper. Let's cut down the ghost pepper plant. It's here. Okay. Hi. Sitting in the swing. Yeah. It's a nice place. It's relaxing. So let's see here. Let's see if I can find a nice place, nice way to set this up for us, so you can see what I'm doing while I'm doing it. I know I have so many people watching the live stream right now. It's insane. Thousands of people. Just kidding. There's no one. It's fine. One day though. One day I won't even be able to keep up with the stream. It's going to be how awesome it will be. Let's see here. Can I put it here? No. This is going to be a crazy move, but we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see if this can hold it there. Will that work? That's not going to work. Hold on. Hold, please. No. Man, I went to film school and everything. I can't even figure out how to set my camera right. What a joke. What a joke. All right. You know what? I'll just do it one-handed. How about that? Fuck it. Okay. We'll show you here. Show you how it's done. Cool. Hi. Hi. Hello there. My Telegram is just exploding right now. So if you guys hear those sounds, it's my Telegram going off. It's amazing. Okay. So anyways, let's see here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just move this. So we can see a little bit better here. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, this could work. Get this guy out of the way. You won't be able to see my head. I have to tuck down really low, but this will work. Okay. So this is going from the ghost pepper plant that I grew all season long. And unfortunately with this season, like I said earlier, I wasn't able to put them in the ground, so I had to end up planting them in the pots. This is the first time checking out Break the Chains Media. Remember, I have basically every social media platform: BitChute, Minds, Rumble, Gab, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. If you're here, obviously you found me. Break the Chains Media, or on Twitter, it's Break the Chains M. But if you guys, this is just a fraction of what I do. Obviously, I'm a homesteader. I'm a gardener. I try to do self-sustaining stuff, but I do a lot of cultural, political, and social media and news. I know you can't see my face right now. I feel like I'm just like speaking. You're looking at my hands, but I'll just be like narrating like this, right? So remember, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, share this if you want. But what we're gonna do with this guy here is, yeah, you pretty much got the whole gist of it. Okay, we are going to Much as people don't like doing this, we're going to cut this sucker down to size so he or she or they or this beautiful plant can reestablish itself over the winter, and we'll be able to have a healthy grown uh, pepper plant come next spring without having to go from seed, which is really nice. So this we got a big branch here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this guy right above one of the nodes where there is another growth coming. Okay, that way the new growth can get sent directly into the young shoot, the young shoot that's coming off the side here. Okay, and there's a couple young shoots off the main branch. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the whole top off. And I know it sounds crazy, but we're topping this sucker. Say right about there. Make sure you cut it at an angle, 45 degrees. It's a good angle to shoot for when you're cutting these off. See, I almost just cut off half the plant right there with that single move. It's crazy, I know. And I think I'm going to cut this whole branch, this whole one off at the base of the main stalk, because that one was growing from the bottom, and I don't want to redirect too much growth into the offshoots. I want it to kind of get reestablished in the main branch and sent off to all the places I want it to regrow from, right? Now we're just kind of trying to take a good eye on this. I will do. I think I'm gonna take this one down to about this stalk here, the second node on this branch. Oh, I kind of got it cut. So hold on. I'm gonna recut that. There we go. Okay. This one I'll cut all the way from the main stalk. You want to leave some of the leaves on here because they are gonna fall off once you cut them. But that's just basically it. Like using some of the older leaves to supply to the newer leaves before they die off. So you want to try to keep some of the leaves on here, and it won't look very pretty, but I think in the long run this guy's going to be really good looking. Come springtime, it'll be a whole new looking plant. It'll be great. So I've got a couple bigger leaves here. These ones are almost gone, but you can still feel the strength in the leaf. Without, like, if you give it some resistance and it doesn't want to fall off, it'll be fine. There's a little spider on here. Okay, I think this is in a good place. I think this one's in a good spot. Get that spider off there because it's going inside. All right, so see how much we've cut off of this guy? It looks really sad right now, but what's going to happen is, like I said, over the course of the winter, there's going to be lots of new growth on this. So as long as you got to leave about 30% of the original plant intact. Ideally, fresher, newer, younger branches and younger sprouts. That way the growth will come into those, and we will see where this takes us. Okay. So with that, what I'm going to do after this now is I'm going to take this guy and, just like I showed you previously, take it over to this over here to get it repotted. So what we'll do is we'll do that repotting. We'll finish up this little bit right here. That way you can see from beginning to end what we do with a plant that grows outside and what we need to do to prepare it for winter so we can bring it indoors. And when you bring it indoors, here, let me yeah, this is better. So when you bring it indoors, what you want to do is you want to make sure you keep it in a obviously you're going to have your heat running, it's going to be warmer in your house, but what you want to do is you want to make sure that the room that you keep it in has good sunlight, ideally close to a window, but not too close that it gets the cold from the outdoors. So beautiful fall day today in Colorado, though. It is nice. So I have a sunroom in my house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set these in the sunroom that's offset from my house. It's not part of the heater system. You want to keep it, not cold, but not hot. You don't want it. I know some people like their house. I mean, I personally keep my house at like 69 degrees. Perfect 69 degrees. If you say anything else, you're crazy. 69 degrees or nothing. So that's pretty common. If your house stays at that room temperature about 69, 70 degrees, it'll be good. You'll be fine for the winter of the plants to stay indoors, and they'll still get adequate sunlight from the winter sun. It won't be a lot, but it'll be enough to keep them going through the winter. But come springtime, it's hard to say always in Colorado because you always have those spring hailstorms and late snows. So I'm probably going to do some sort of hybrid system where I have a greenhouse, an outdoor greenhouse, but obviously keep my attention on the weather, but to make sure we don't get hail or freak snowstorms in like April or May. We usually do. Anyways, so when you bring it inside, just make sure it stays warm. Make sure it gets good sunlight, and you water it. Basic plant. Basically treat it like an indoor plant. You know what I mean? And it won't be producing. It won't be producing peppers. It shouldn't be, anyways. And it'll just basically hold itself out through the remainder of the winter, and then come springtime, once the spring sun starts coming around, you'll be able to bring it outside. So with that, I'm going to set this back up so we can do the repotting, and then we'll sign off. Is that good? That should be good. Okay. A lot of dirt here. Hold on. Let's move some of this. Nice. There's lots of worms in this dirt too, which is good. Good for next spring, for sure. I'm gonna need a lot of dirt for those garden beds. That's a fact. Okay. So we got our guy here. Grab our smaller pot. Smack the sides of it a little bit. Loosen it up. Make sure you're holding it while you tip it, and then just carefully set it out like that. Pretty good. Oh wow, root system all the way to the bottom of that pot. That's good. That's good. Nice strong plant. One of the reasons why we are winterizing these plants, because they're hardy. They're good. And they got stuck in a pot this season, so they couldn't grow to their full potential. Yeah, this is a really good root system. Holy cow. That's a that's a great root system. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's a big old root system for that little guy. Well, I guess he's little now, but he wasn't so little before. And this is why you have to kind of cut down the root system too, because you don't want too much of a root system for a smaller plant like this. So what you do is what we'll do is we'll actually grab these scissors because I don't want to pull too much. We'll just cut some of these off. Like I said, about a third. You want to cut about a third of this away. You want to match the roots to the Yep, more social media buzzing. I get it. Yeah. Okay. There you go. That's a much more reasonable size for the root system. Cool. I'm going to go rinse it off and then we'll repot. That looks good. Check it out. That looks great. Nice white, healthy roots. A lot of development. Okay. That looks awesome. So now I'll take this guy and we will put it in a new pot. Okay. There you go. Just like that. Nice and scaled down, smaller, comfortable, ready for winter. So he's got his big leaf here. So this leaf is probably going to fall off in a week or two, just after it kind of reestablishes itself and kind of uses that to grow the new growth. But we're good. I'm going to go wash my hands. Okay, so with that is potting, reestablishing the the peppers for the winter season. So if you like that kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. I know going to be signing off here in a minute, but just figured, just want to show a little inside the world of Corey and Break the Chains Media. So with that, find me on all social media platforms: BitChute Minds, Rumble, Gab, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the like. That is, of course, until they take me off the mainstream media platforms. But you know how it is, right? I can't see them taking me off just for gardening purposes, but we'll see. All right, with that, folks, I love you. I will be posting a video, full-length video tomorrow on Break the Chains Media. Tyranny Response Tuesday is going to be coming at you tomorrow. So with that, farewell, safe journeys, safe travels. Let me see about how to turn this off. So let's see here. Hold on. I've never done this before, so for all I know, I just can't turn it off, but we'll see. All right. Bye now. Bye? Yes. Cool.